Welcome back to the channel. Here is a view of a new turbo installed on the International 1586 tractor. I've been having issues with running low on power and have been slowly making improvements. I got the biggest turbo recommended by the diesel shop. It is 2 sizes bigger than stock and has a nice sound to it. Here you can see the difference of the old and new turbos side by side. The diesel shop looked up what I had for an injector pump and injectors and said this is the biggest turbo I can install and not make any other changes. I am excited to see the difference it makes. I had a surprise when I took the oil return tube off the old turbo. Someone went crazy with the silicone gasket and it looks like they started to restrict the capacity of the return tube. Obviously, it was not enough to create an issue, but it is another reminder for me to not use too much when I do have to use it. The new turbo came with a paper gasket, so I didn't need any silicone on this project. Here is a YouTube short video that I posted from when I was having issues with lack of power and got some cheap Chinese injectors, trying to save some pennies on getting the engine to run better. Unfortunately, the Chinese injectors only lasted about a year and started having issues. I then installed the Bosch injectors. In the end, I had to do the job twice and spent more money. That was a lesson learned for me. Just get good parts and don't cheap out. While I had the hood off, I noticed the power steering pump was wet and starting to leak. I was thinking I should replace it right away, but I have changed my mind since planting is right around the corner and I am limited on time. I have a rebuilt injection pump and still ran out of power pulling a 12-row planter with liquid fertilizer tanks in these hills of Iowa. I hope the new turbo will get me the power needed to plant without issues. Here I am installing the hood. It seems someone used a variety of bolts and washers and I'm wasting time putting them back in the same hole they came out of. Some were painted red and others were more of a rust color. I have been asked about the strings hanging from the ceilings. I have stapled fishing line to the rafters so it hangs down in the path of flying critters. This is one of many things I have done in an attempt to deter bats and birds. It does work for a little while, but they get used to it and they just fly past the strings. If you have any proven ways to get rid of the birds and bats, leave a comment. I would really appreciate any advice as their droppings are a real issue. If you want to see a video going over my battle with the birds and bats, leave a comment and I will see about putting one together. From this angle, I can see the tractor is due for a good pressure washing. I would have thought keeping the tractor in the barn all winter would keep it nice and clean. But this old barn can get a lot of dust moving around on windy days since it is not sealed up tight and has plenty of dust inside that can get stirred up. The fluorescent light has started to flicker and is driving me nuts. Watch for a video coming soon on me replacing the ballast to get it to work better. If you like what you see here, hit the like button and subscribe for updates on when new videos come out. Thanks for watching, everybody.